y'all. She was telling Later and them that she swears it was an accident. She told Finn them that at the end of the episode as well, that she swears an accident, how Luna just jumped out in front of her and everything. I said, do y'all think it was really an accident? What do y'all think they taking this whole storyline? I think, wasn't Finn upset when they showed the promo for this week's episode? I don't know, but yeah, she swears it was an accident. But I was like, the whole way she went about it, it make it seem like it wasn't an accident. But yeah, we was shocked to learn that she was the driver. Steffi was trying to get Finn to open up about his feelings. Reed showed Brooke a new design he's working on. Did y'all see? Allegedly this week, Eric and Reed supposed to be arguing again about the same thing. Not only they supposed to be arguing about the same thing about his position, but he something about his health. Something's gonna go wrong with his health or something like that. And I was like, didn't they do these storylines already? Now, didn't they do it? I think did they do it twice? I don't know. But yeah, that's what they said. Now it doesn't mean that it's actually gonna happen. Maybe somebody got the wrong idea, but that's what the spoilers have said. Something about Eric's health as well as Ridge and Eric have a disagreement. I think they did show a promo where Ridge was trying to get Eric to leave or whatever. He was saying how he's not going nowhere. But yeah, like I said, Ridge was showing Brooke a new design that he's working on. And the last thing is that Bill wants Katie to come work with him and Spencer's. But hey y'all, welcome back to another review of Life Chesses for the Bold and Beautiful. December, I about to say November, Lord. December 1st, 2025. First things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. What y'all think that y'all like the episode. Nothing really happened. Still the same. Look, a new week, a new month, and we still on this Luna stuff. She did make the show interesting though. Oh, another thing they said this week, allegedly. Deacon and Taylor supposed to have another meetup or whatever. Um, and they said something that Sparks supposed to fly or something like that. But yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. I said, here we go again. I said, here we go again. We lost one crazy person. Well, we about to get the other one back. We about to get the other one back. Hold on, y'all. I said we about to get the other one back. But okay, on today's new episode, we're going to start with Steffi and Finn. So they were still talking about the same thing. He was saying how he want to make sure that Steffi stays happy, how she keeps the smile on her face or whatever. Steffi ends up checking on Finn, asking him how he really doing and telling him how they're rock solid and nothing can interfere anymore, and how she wants him to open up about how he truly feels about his daughter passing away. I don't think he actually did. He say how he felt? I know the next scene that I saw, after she asked him that, the next scene between them was him on the phone checking to see if they got a name for the driver that ran over Luna. Did anybody else see anything else? Because I know last week I was waiting on the scene because people had been talking about it. They said that Steffi, saying how she thankful that Luna dead and stuff like that at the Thanksgiving table, but I didn't see that. I did not see that part. I was waiting on it because I had already seen people talking about it. But I definitely did not see that part. But yeah, she asked Finn if he's trying to make peace with Luna's death, just checking on him, tells him that they rock solid. She don't want to be insensitive to his feelings because they was his daughter. He was trying to get the name of the driver that hit Luna, but he couldn't. Next we got Electra, Will, and Dylan. So Electra and Will was just talking about Dylan being the driver. Will was shocked that she was the one who ran over Luna. They was talking about that. Electra said something about she asked Dylan to stop by. She ends up asking her how she's handling Luna's death, and she's struggling. She's struggling. She was like, she keep having nightmares about it and everything. She keeps saying how it was an accident. She was like, she thinks she need to go talk to Steffi and Finn or whatever to let them know. So she went her tail over there or whatever. So far, nobody has said anything. But on the promo, it looked like Finn was highly upset. But yeah, so Will and Electra came in first. They ended up trying to break it to him gently. No, they didn't try to break it to him gently, but might as well had gone and said that they had her wait outside. They was like, there's somebody out there. There's somebody who want to say something. So she came in. They was checking on her. Well, Steph was checking on her, asking how she was doing and stuff like that. Because, the girl had put her in the closet and everything and had the weapon on her. So next thing you know, she finally got to it. She ends up saying how it was an accident. She just came out of nowhere. She jumped in front of the car. She swears that she didn't try to do it and everything. Just trying to explain herself to these folks. And Steffi was shocked. Finn shocked. He about to get I about to say he about to get ready to use his mad voice. Y'all know I've been talking about that for a long time. When they first introduced him, he was talking in a different voice or whatever. But anytime he gets upset, his voice deepened. The first time I seen it, if I'm not mistaken, was that day they had that Steph had that big old picture of her and Liam on the wall, even after she was with him. And he was just looking at it one day, and I think he was talking to himself. I don't know, but his voice got real deep. I said, he got a little evil in him like Sheila, don't he? Hold on. But yeah, next we got Ridge and Brooke. Richard Brooke was talking about Katie and how, she's been through a lot, and how they had to bring in outside help because, she can't be in the middle of it because of everything that Luna did to her and her family. That's what they were talking about. Then he wanted her to see the design he's working on. I think did she ask him if he showed Eric or something like that? But like I said, they said that him and Eric supposed to get into it this week because he's still trying to send him home. I was like, I mean, you do got to pick a side because one day he told me he want to retire and he gonna stay home and take over and y'all the co-CEO and stuff like that. Next thing you know, he back in and talking about his doggone office in that stapler. He do. But yeah, they said they supposed to get into it and stuff. And they were just kissing to myself how he ain't. I think Rich was trying to tell her that he's never gonna let her go again or something like that. I said, lies you tell. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. And I think the last people we got to talk about is Katie and Bill. So, Bill was working and she ends up giving him advice about it, and he's like, that's why she need to be there or whatever, instead of being in forced creation, how her and Will's talent is being wasted. And she was expressing, first she was like, everything's good, she loved what she worked, but she was like, lately, basically they ain't been treating her right, with the outside help, and how basically they just not considering her and stuff like that. I said, here they go. Oh, that's another thing they said, something about she's gonna be mad, Katie's gonna be mad at Brooke, about the whole PR situation and how she's handling things, about how she's not supporting her. And I said all they had to do was just she just go over there. But yeah, I don't remember. I'm trying to remember her working over there at Spencer's. Ain't it called Spencer's Publication, y'all? But yeah, I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember, y'all. But Enzo saying how she don't like that they didn't talk to her before bringing in outside help, and that's not the first time that to her or consult her and stuff like that. I said the problem be that everybody want to be in a leadership position. I said they do be picking and choosing and stuff like that. But I mean, y'all had a lot going on. Y'all had a lot going on. But yeah, the rest of their scene was him trying to convince her to come back to Spencer's and work for him or work with him at the top, and how their talent is being wasted and stuff like that. I said I think she's gonna come back. I might be wrong, but I feel like she's gonna come back because she already said how she feel like basically they overlooking her and not considering her, and they bringing in outside help, and they could have at least warned her and told her stuff. Now that I had to agree. I mean, they don't necessarily always have to let you know nothing, and when they the one in charge. But at the same time, if that's her job, you supposed to let her know something. You supposed, just like y'all would want to know that she don't went found another job or whatever. Well, hold on. But yeah, I said, see, should have known it'll be only a matter of time. But yeah, I think I covered everything. Katie don't like that they didn't consult her. Steffi tells Finn they rock solid. Dylan want to talk to Finn and Steffi. She tells Finn she's sorry that she's the one that hit his daughter, and she was just upset and stuff like that. And Finn looking how he was looking, and that was it. That was all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe.